I know at the end of each video you see my sign right here, but this is new this year. We added it. I want to do a shout out to Pollen Promo out of Starkville. They did a great job on my sign, and this is a double-sided sign. So if this side fades off in 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, you can flip it around and you got a brand new sign on the back of it. Thank Chris for all that you've done to make this happen, and I appreciate it so much. If you need a good sign, get in touch with Chris or Judy, and they'll set you up. All right, we're fixing to start cutting on a knife. I'm going to try to talk louder than that compressor running, but I got to have it right now. The first step I do in making a knife is I mark it. I'll show you my patterns in just a little bit. But then I come over here to the plasma cutter and I'm going to cut the knife out. So that'll be step one, and then we'll go from there to smoothing it up, grinding off the edges, putting it on the sanding belt, shaping it up, smoothing it up, cutting the edge on it, and then we'll get into forging it. But right now we're fixing to cut one out, so just follow me as we do that. All right, we got that cut out. Now we're fixing to take it over here to the grinder. We're going to grind it off. I'm working on 2 knives today, so I'm going to go on and cut another one. It'll be just like that, nothing different, and we'll go from there. All right, next step in this process is we're fixing to just lightly grind the rough edges down on it. We're not going to take them completely off, but we're going to take some of the scale off of it, so that when we go and put it on the belt sander over here, we won't have so much to have to deal with. It just makes it all flow a little smoother and a little easier from here. All right, next step in this, we're fixing to put it on this belt sander. And what we're trying to do is, I've got it marked with a pattern in white. We're trying to sand it down, not letting it overheat until it gets down to the edge of the inside white, which is going to be pretty much the shape of the knife. So we'll go slow with it, cool it every now and then, and make it work out right. Alright, so as you can see, we got down almost to the white on that. Now what I'm going to have to do here, that's where your thumb hole is on it. So I'm going to have to even that out and smooth it up. And these little places here where these curves are going to have to be done on a curved sanding belt, which I've got in yonder. And I'll turn it on and kind of show you what I got going and what I'm doing with it. But that's pretty much all of the sanding process. When I come back on to smooth it down, I'll show you how I got these curves out of it. All right, next step, we're fixing to go through and see if we can't polish this up, smooth it up a little bit, and get it ready to put an edge on it. Sanding it down like that. Now, I'm going to give out a little piece of information that was passed down to me. When you're sanding a knife blade, especially once it gets that point on it, if you're doing any kind of sanding to get the top off of it or anything that might snag up here, always bring it under the knife to do it. And the reason for that is, same thing with polishing a blade. If you've got this thing up here doing it and you don't have a good magnet handle on it to hold it on to, this thing can kick back. It sticks in here because this is coming this way, and it can kick it back into you. And I've heard of people that it didn't end so well with them like that. But when you've got it under here and you're working with it, if it hangs anything, it's going to throw it into this counter back here, and that's going to be it. I've had it do that several times. Never polish one, never sand one. Now, if you're sanding sideways, that's not too bad. But if you're going up and down, anything that can catch this and kick it back into you could be fatal. So, make sure that you exercise caution. I know this looks like fun, and it is fun. I enjoy it immensely, but the bottom line is I've learned a lot of things along the way and a lot of mistakes I made along the way. And, you can cut a finger off with this stuff. You can get that sanding thing, the sanding belt, where it'll wrap in your arm. I've done knives under here and had them catch my glove and throw my hand up under there. So caution, careful. I know you want to get in a hurry, but take your time. All right, next step in the process is we're fixing to put it in this little jig, and we're going to cut us a edge, bevel an edge on this. It takes a while, but we run it down the sander, and it knocks that edge. If you look on there, you can see where the edge just started beveling out. And we take that much off of the other side, and you'll see a difference. And the points on it will be ready to start forging. All right, we're going to flip it over. We're going to see if we can get a same edge on this side as there is on the other side. All right, that looks about the same as the other side. Now, I've got to flip it upside down and cut my groove across the top on it. That's the next step that we have in doing it. Alright, we got the bevel on the other side. It's a small knife here that I'm doing. It's a new pattern I got that I'm just wanting to try out. So it's little, it's hard to deal with, but I think it's going to make a nice little knife. Now, if you notice, we turned the knife right side up, made a mark on it. I'm going to start right there and go to the end, and that's going to create my little bevel in the end of it. See that bevel in it. Now I'm going to turn the blade around, get it on the other side. All right, I got this one finished. I think you can tell a little more about it with this bigger one. You got both of your edges beveled on it, and you got both of your edges beveled on either side. So that's finished, and now this is ready to drill the hole. Now I'm going to go on and I'll move this up here where you can see, and I'll show you what I've got. I've got this marked for pins in the handle. So what I'll do is put this on here and drill those holes out. I hope. Got the holes in it, ready to pin, ready to forge. That'll be the next thing that we do.